to ya. It's your boy Mo Moolah. It's happening with y'all this morning for two reasons. We're gonna talk about what's happening 11 days away, and I'm gonna give my opinion on something that I just saw that other people probably gonna share their opinion on. Um, but I am a battle rapper still, and a league owner. Um, and I guess if I'm sitting in front of the camera, you could look at it as media. I don't, I'm not media, but this is media. Alright, so with that being said, yeah, we're just gonna chop it up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? This is also low key, I think I'm slick. This is low key a streaming test so I could see how to maneuver on the YouTube live side of things, you know what I'm saying? I can't see any comments right now. I don't know if that's how it's supposed to be or but if you watching, definitely drop a comment so I could see who's in the building and what's going on, how to operate these things, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try not to touch too many oh, that's fire. All right, bet. I like that. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm trying not to touch too many buttons. Um, yo, Iconical, what's the word? Top of the morning, gango, for sure. Salute for tapping in, man. This is my first YouTube live, blog, however you want to call it, you know what I'm saying? I'm just testing the waters and seeing what makes sense, you know what I'm saying? I just want to chop it up about two things. If you can, definitely share the stream, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna chop it up about this Easy to Block Captain situation that took place with the Tiger interview. If you're familiar with the Uppercut podcast, yeah, that's what it's called. Um, Go check it out. Go check it out for yourself. I just watched it and I got my own opinion on it. You feel me? And then the second thing I wanted to chop it up with y'all about is fire card coming up in 11 days. You feel me? So, like I said, I think I'm slick because I'm low key using this as um, a test stream, you could say. Waiting on the rest of my equipment and all that and all that. But yeah, we Gucci, we good, we good, we good. You know what I'm saying? If you watching, like I said, drop a comment, share the live if possible. You know what I'm saying? But let's let's chop it up real quick, right? Boom. So obviously, I have my ears to the streets. You know what I'm saying? Anthony, top of the morning, Brody. Appreciate you tapping in. You heard? Salute. I bet. So I got my ears to the street. I'm doing my little homework. I'm listening to this, paying attention to that. And I come across Easy the Block Captain doing an interview with Tiger from Uppercut Podcast, right? So he's asking him questions. He's asking him questions. You know what I'm saying? And he gets to a point in the interview. Mind you, the interview is not that long, or at least for what I saw. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm 7, 8 minutes in, like you know what I'm saying. So I'm listening to it, and I'm doing my little morning cleanup, straightening up, putting together things. You know what I'm saying? And normally I get far into that stuff before I need to switch up what it is I'm watching. Um, I'm glad you said that. Facts. Easy did some corny shit. This is why I'm here to share my opinion. So I appreciate you sharing yours respectfully. If y'all seen it, definitely comment your opinion. I'm just chopping it up and giving my personal, you know what I'm saying, insight. This is coming from Mo Moolah, you know what I'm saying? So like I said, I'm doing my cleaning, and normally I get far enough into my cleaning to where I have to tap on another video, whatever the case may be. But neither here nor there. So he gets to a point in the interview. It's not long into the interview. He gets to a point and he said, "Yo, I gotta ask you another question." Now every other question, he's rolling them out. Boom, 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 boom. What's your favorite food? What's your day? He's not really saying that. Go watch the interview, but he's rolling his questions out. He's not hesitating. You feel me? Um, so after that, he gets to a point. Like I said, he gets to a point where he asks to ask a question, which was already like a little. You know what I mean? Um, he's like, yeah, I got another question, yo, got a question. So off rip, it already looked like it's some bullshit because Easy, the block captain, is standing there looking at him like, nigga, go. What's your question? Like, go. It already looks like it's like, I bet. And that's just me picking up on reading energy and how I see things. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just me. I don't know. All right, boom. So he gets to the question and he goes, I gotta ask you about Papoose. It didn't even sound like he had a question because he didn't really ask anything. He just was like, yo, I'm about to say Papoose name and I want to see how you react to it. So the way he even rolled the question out was kind of weird. Salute to everybody just joining in. You feel me? I'm talking about my personal opinion on the Easy to Block Captain walking out in the middle of the Uppercut podcast interview. If you're new to the channel, I appreciate if you subscribe. I'm definitely be doing this more for y'all. You feel me? All right, so boom. I feel like I looked at the way the question was even introduced because he was like hesitant. Yo, I gotta ask you a question though. You know I gotta ask a question. Nigga, a question with the question mark at the end. You know what I'm saying? So off rip, that was already like iffy to me. So boom. Um, he did that and then he mentions Papoose. Easy, his reaction, his whole aura changed. But it wasn't like a Kanye West storm out. Respect to Kanye, you know what I'm saying? Um, it was more so like I felt your bullshit coming on. You know what I'm saying? Like all right, look, they started the interview saying, yo, it's always some bullshit with you. It's always some bullshit with you. So he was like, and some drama and this, that, and the third. So all right, cool, boom. So once he get to the question, he said, yo, what's up with you and Papoose? I mean, what would make you even, for you to even use that one name in the whole entire world will let me know you know what's up with him and Papoose, right? Let's start there. Secondly, what is your question? What do you mean, what's up with them? Like, they're not friends and you know this. So, like, when you asked that, it was kind of like, huh? All right, cool. Easy's whole aura change. He points at him. He goes, told you. You know what I'm saying? As if, like, I predicted this bullshit was going to happen. It was like I knew what you was going for. Like, and Easy then, he's even hesitant on walking off because he's like, told you. Then he like stops for a minute and then he slowly makes his way off the camera, right? Boom. That's the situation. That's what happened. That's how Easy, the block captain, walked off camera, and that's the point that he walked off camera, right? As he's walking off, he's still mic'd up, so you could hear the audio, and the audio he's kind of like chuckling a little bit. He's like, yo, this, he's and Tiger's like, no, 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 you said the other one. So it's like, you telling me Easy the Block Captain did an interview with you and he told you not to bring up a certain topic or a certain name, right? Right. Which is what made you say, no, 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 the other one. You said I couldn't use the other one. So because he said don't bring up person A, you knew what kind of reaction or content you would get from mentioning name B. All right, cool, hold on. Walk with me a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So boom, Easy walks off. He's chuckling. You don't hear him like, oh, this XYZ, XYZ. He's not cursing up a storm. He's not tight, in my opinion. He's not mad or anything like that. He's chuckling more so like, yo, see, I knew he was gonna do it. And he's like, yo, where you going, man? Easy's like, yo, interview's over. You know what I'm saying? Interview's over. And he's like, yo, but you said I couldn't say the other name, not that one. To me, it's more like, what's your purpose when you're doing these medias? Like, is it to get a certain reaction and gather the content? Or are you genuinely, like, curious to know about the artist? You know what I'm saying? Um, my boy Iconical in the chat, he says he interviews or Q&As if you know there's a fire topic that hasn't fully been answered for. But I respect if you tell don't bring this up and you go around it, and I'm gonna be mad too. So I feel like that's more of what happened. Cause again, as Easy walks off, and in my opinion, he didn't do it in a mad way or stormed off or disrespectful outro or nothing like that. Um, I feel like he was like, "Yo, but you said I couldn't say the other name. You didn't say I couldn't say that name." So I feel like you found a loophole to still get the same trigger you would want to get from me, if I would have mentioned the previous name. You know what I'm saying? Like if I tell you, "Yo, I don't got no parents. Don't bring up my mom," and you bring up my dad, it's like, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? Like interviewers just look for clout, no matter the real drama behind it. I have to agree. But I feel like, and just from the context of the conversation, I feel like Easy did his due diligence of making sure he said what was off limits. So for you to find a loophole and bring up the part of what he said that, you know what I'm saying, that you could bring up, like you just found a fine print in the contract or some shit like that. I don't think that's really healthy, and I to each his own, but I feel like that is the reason why Easy walked off. Now, my opinion, right? Easy did the right thing. He did the right thing. He didn't want to give off a certain response that would make it go even more viral. He could have crashed out. What y'all wanted him to snuff Tiger? Like, you know what I'm saying? He could have like, I told you, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna take it out on you for not, you know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't have to crash out about it, bro. He simply said, Easy the Block Captain said, told you. He thought about it for a little minute and then he just walked off camera. Like I said, he's still mic'd up, so you can hear him chuckling about it. So I feel like that was a mature, media trained way to go about being ambushed with something that maybe you didn't specifically say, don't bring up Papoose. But maybe you said something close to that, or don't bring up a certain name or topic, and for you to find a loophole to still try to get that reaction out of me, I feel like Easy did this right thing. Some people, and respect to Iconical, respect to your opinion in the chat, you said Easy did some corny shit. I have to disagree. I feel like some corny would have been to have an emotional response, have a temper tantrum. Easy to Block Captain to have a negative response. He more so predicted what was going to happen. When it happened, he calmly excused himself. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, you could still hear the chuckles and him rambling after he walks off camera. So you could kind of see where his energy was at. Like, it could have been worse. He could have like cursed him out. He could have pushed him. He could have, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of different responses he could have had. But I personally feel, and I'm a battle rapper myself. If I'm doing an interview with you and you media, and I ask you to avoid certain topics, and you decide to find a loophole with what I asked you to still try to get a reaction, I would hope I react the same way. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could tell him about himself, like, yo, you corny, you do stuff for interview, da 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 da. Da. He could have really did a lot more. I feel like bro calmly walked off the screen. I don't got no horse in the race. I watch Uppercut podcast. I support Easy the Block Captain. I just want to give my opinion because I know there's a lot of other opinions that could be put out there on bigger platforms, you know what I'm saying? And it make it look like, oh, Easy, you soft. You ain't want to talk about Papoose. Oh, Easy, you a sucker. You started running. You ran from it. Bro calmly walked off the screen after thinking about staying there for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So, let's get to these comments. That's a fact. Walking off was just a bad way to do business. However, you right. If he would have crashed out, it would have been worse. The walk off was corny from a business aspect, but smart to do. Nah, breaking it down, you right. It was smart to avoid BS, just as a brand and walk in business. From being a battler, it could have went to words exposing the interviewer like you. Okay, so I see how you went from, you know what I'm saying, you don't really agree with Easy to now you see how both of them would have been beneficial to now you kind of understanding it from my point of view. Even though I'm not trying to convince anybody, everybody's gonna have their own opinion, but that's just my opinion on and as a battler as well. Like I'm gonna have to sit in front of a media who's going to try to get content to benefit their channel and benefit them. You know what I'm saying? So I that's just my opinion. I feel like he did everything right. Like he didn't even respond to it. Like even the little point at you and said told you. I feel like that was perfect because that lets the viewers know I'm not just walking off because I'm emotional that you brought up Papoose. I'm actually excusing myself because you doing something that I asked you not to do. Now, if you read in between the lines, that's what I'm picking up from it. Bro said, told you, chuckled, walked off, and said your interview's over. And Tiger is like, he don't even look shocked at what he did. If y'all go watch the Uppercut podcast with Eazy the Block Captain, his part two, the most recent interview, he really he started like no man, you said I couldn't bring up Sally, not Sarah. Like it was like you kind of giving it away, you feel me? And Easy's response mixed with Tiger's response really let me know like bro asked you not to bring up certain topics or certain names and you literally like clickbaited him or baited him into the topic anyway, you know what I'm saying? So it was just like, again, I'm just here saying what I picked up from watching it, and this is Mo Moolah's perspective. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just what I got from it. So I don't think Eazy did anything wrong. Honestly, I don't look. Let me be clear too. I don't think Tiger from Uppercut Podcast, I don't think he did anything wrong either. If anything, as a content creator and a risk taker and somebody that wants to accomplish exactly what he did accomplish, for me to get up and put on my camera and talk about it and all of us know about it and watch it, he kind of did what he was in a way supposed to do, which is still try to get content that's gonna make, you know what I'm saying, like a conversation and make people go watch it. So technically, Tiger from Uppercut Podcast, he did what he was supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? It's obviously gonna get clipped up. Nobody's gonna watch I mean, not nobody, but more people gonna watch the little clip versus the whole video, you know what I'm saying? And they're gonna give their opinion on that part first, and they're not gonna see the whole interview first before they give their opinion. But technically, Tiger didn't do anything wrong either. He just did something that some people like myself and maybe like Eazy would disagree with. That's it. Because if we interviewing, we started off strong. We started talking about the twerk battle. We started talking about battle rap stuff. You know what I'm saying? Upcoming. You know what I mean? We started talking about twerk. Even said some things about twerk that I would consider bad for business. Like you know what I'm saying? Don't um don't assume one of the biggest mega matchups of the year is not going to show up. If I was the league owner putting together that battle, I would have a problem with you having an interview talking about there's a percent chance that bro's not going to show up. Yo, what if people stop buying tickets hearing that? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you know what? You right. But that's a side conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do got some comments. I'm gonna get to that right now, but I just wanted to say I don't think Tiger did anything wrong either, because he's a content creator. He's doing his job, and his job is to get content that we're gonna clip up, talk about, and it's gonna circulate and cause a conversation. So technically, he's doing his job. Is you know what I'm saying? I just don't think because he's doing his job that Eazy did something wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like Eazy the Block Captain definitely handled that very maturely. Especially if I predicted you was gonna do some BS and you do the BS, that's a reason for a crash out alone. Like, yo, I think you playing with me, bro. Like, I think you playing with me. Oh, so the cameras is on and you could do what you. I bet. But no, I personally think that's a great media trained response. Like, and just to piggyback off the comment earlier, I know you may have changed your mind, but it's a bad way of doing business. We don't know the business. Eazy could have been doing him a favor. Eazy could have very well said, yo, listen, man, I'll do the interview, just don't bring up this, that, and the third. And Tiger could have said, and these are all like You know what I'm saying? Speculation. Tiger could have very well said, all right, let's do the interview just to get the cameras on. And then once the cameras is on, it's like he do it anyway. And that could have caused the reaction of Easy saying, told you, see, I'm out of here. I'm doing you a favor and you wilding out. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I think. I'm gonna read some of these comments. Oh yeah, I saw the clip of Easy walking off, so it looked corny. Hearing the breakdown now, I get it. I have my opinion on how he could have moved, but I agree the walk off was needed to avoid extra stuff. I agree. Again, we're not here to say who's right or wrong for what they think, but I think your response is appropriate if you only saw the clip, which happens all the time. So I can't even be mad at you. You know what I'm saying? Like if you only saw the clip, obviously you're gonna be like, bruh, why are you walking out on interviews? That's trash. Your fans wanna watch it. Like easy to block captain. You're the top thing right now. You know what I'm saying? But when you watch the whole interview or if you listen to this breakdown, yeah, man, I'm just giving some context to it. Let's get to Matt just chilling. Matt, salute. I hope you are subscribed to the channel. Salute to tuning in, bro. Um, let's see. Okay, yeah. Oh no, that's the next comment. Bruh, let's just be real. The coaches simply just hate Easy and everything he do since he left URL and gun titles. They want to see him, but I think you meant to say they want to see him lose now on URL. They wanted to see him win. Um, I understand that perspective as well, gang. I'm gonna be honest. Like, and that's probably why I said Tiger from Uppercut Podcast did his job, which is making sure he gave the content to the fans, knowing that he's either loved or hate. So either way, it's gonna circulate. I gotta kind of agree with that being a part of, you know what I'm saying, like the viralness every time he does do something. There's people that's, you know what I'm saying, that don't favor him. You know what I'm saying, for whatever reason that is. But I gotta agree, kind of agree with you there as far as part of like something that's gonna make something like this go viral. Also, like you got Pat Pooh's fans, like or his ladies fans, or you know what I'm saying. Like salute to everybody. Everybody fan base gonna turn on the next person. If somebody beefing with me, they fan base not gonna like me. I expect that. You know what I'm saying. I definitely think that have something to do with it. Like I said, especially if you get clipped up, like somebody that's not the most favored gets a clip of something controversial. Guess what's gonna happen? You know what I'm saying? Like, so I definitely gotta agree with that. You know what I'm saying? Like that has something to do with it. And that has something to do with why it got clipped up as well. You got people that don't like him gonna take the clip and say, yo, look at this, yo, bro, soft. Look at this sucker. He walking off. He can't even stand the idea of hearing Papoose name. Like, da 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 da. And then that's where all those other opinions have come from. I just pulled up to let y'all know my personal opinion, especially as a man and as a battle rapper and as an artist. I feel like if I get in front of these cameras, and especially I gotta put especially if we had a prior conversation to get on this camera, and it was the conversation was to avoid certain topics or even names, and you do it anyway because we are on camera, I would, like I said, I would want to have the same response because, you know what I'm saying? It could be worse. I can't think of a better response. Or you know what? I could think of a more professional response. Easy to block's captain. All right, boom. Say it went like this. So I gotta ask you a question. Yo, what's your question? Y'all gotta ask you a question. What's the question? I gotta ask you what's good with you and Papoose. I appreciate you asking that question. However, you and I had a prior conversation um, prior to the interview that we're going to avoid certain topics, and considering that that topic is brought up, I would like to excuse myself. So thank you for your time. Salute to everybody. Easy to block captain versus twerk going down this weekend. Get your comments, and then catch me on my YouTube channel later on. We're going to talk. Peace. That's the only way I could have seen it going any better, like respectfully. Easy to block captain would hit him with some joint like that. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's the same thing, bro. He hit him with the, yo, told you. Skirt. Like, I told you it's perfect. It's like, yo, bro, I knew you was gonna do this. Like we had this talk. So to see Tiger like, nah, bro, you said I could bring up all the other Jonas brothers, not Nick Jonas. Like, come on, bro, what are we doing? But salute to the Uppercut podcast, man. Salute to Tiger doing his job, getting the content, making us talk about it. You know what I'm saying? It's circulating, it's going around. It's a hot topic this morning. Salute to Easy the Block Captain. Him versus Twerk is going down this weekend. Make sure you support in any way you can. That's not bootlegging, aka get a pay-per-view. Or if you in the building, if you're in the tri-state area, if you traveling, you know what I'm saying, pull up, go watch that battle. You feel me? Alright, speaking of battle rap events, um, let me read this last comment from my boy Matt, just chilling. The Uppercut podcast guy is burning bridges. I have seen a few people walk off from him. So what's funny is I did see somebody comment and say it's not an Uppercut podcast if the guest isn't walking away. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't necessarily mean he's doing bad business. That could just mean he's asking risky questions or he's finding loopholes that goes against what the guest is requesting of him. You know what I'm saying? Like if I say, yo, can we keep it strictly battle rap? I like say Mo Mool, I go interview with him and I say, yo, can we keep it strictly battle rap, right? Um and he go, yeah, we're gonna keep it strictly battle rap, man. Just pull up, da da da. And then I pull up, and then when we get there, he finds a way to bring up something and tie it into battle rap, like my personal life, like or something like something. I wouldn't even know how to do it, but if he's doing that, and I decide to storm off, I could see how and why that's what's happening. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think it's because he's doing bad business or he's attacking people, or maybe he's just good at I see a lot of media people do it. He's good at rage baiting. You know what I'm saying? Like he'll bait you into a certain into feeling a certain kind of way. So I see I could see that perspective too. But that could just be him doing his job too good. Like his job is to get the content, but if I can make it go viral by making you storm out of here, like Breakfast Club had Dame Dash ready to walk out many times. You know what I'm saying? Again, not saying this is on purpose. So shout outs to everybody. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely seen that. I definitely seen that. Where there's smoke, there's fire. So the fact that it keeps happening, maybe it's a tactic. Maybe that's what he wants. Maybe that's why it's called uppercut. He's like trying to get you up out of here. Like he's trying to make you. I don't know, man. Salute though. Salute to Easy the Block Captain. Salute to Uppercut Podcast. Um, Hey yo, man, y'all see this flyer behind me? Yeah. We about to switch the topic real quick. Y'all see this flyer behind me? Yep. I'm gonna definitely post it on the YouTube. I'm gonna post it in the comments so you can get an even better look at it without me being right here directly in the middle. But I did my promo on Twitter. I do my promo on Instagram, Facebook. I don't pull up and tap in with the YouTube channel enough. You heard? So shout outs to everybody tuned in. I hope you subscribe to the channel. I would love to close this live out, get some new subscribers. We do have a goal that we trying to hit prior to the event. And if we hit that goal, I plan on streaming the whole event for y'all here on YouTube. So salute to y'all. I do plan on tapping in with y'all a lot more often, the subscribers on the channel. You know what I'm saying? Well, with that being said, October 19th, man, against the ropes. Fight Back Arena is back. It's been over a year since we did a in-house multiple battle event. We have been shooting exhibition battles. If you tuned into the channel, you would know that. You know what I'm saying? We have been shooting battles. We've been uploading the content, but this is our first event back, baby. And I'm very, 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 very excited for this. Again, I'm going to post the flyer clear for y'all to see. But we got Simply versus Wordplay, Fire Battle. Shout outs to Kels on the main event assist. Sending Wordplay the menace up here. Then we got Pyrex and T Sawyer. If you like punches, you gonna get punches. If you like battle rap, you gonna get battle rap. You know what I'm saying? Reggie Cush versus Z the Dropout. That has to be an entertaining battle because it has Reggie Cush in it. then it has to be a battle because it's either dropout in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's fire in itself, right? Boom. That's 3 battles off rip fire. Worth seeing. Pull up. We in New York City. Again, I'm gonna drop the full flyer for you in the comments and post it on the YouTube so you ain't got this version of it. You know what I'm saying? Um Mellow 1-5 versus Scripture. 3-round battle. Okay, this was originally an exhibition battle. However, it had to be rescheduled, and I love the fact that it got rescheduled because they went from a 1-rounder to a 3-rounder, and that gave them even more time to try to kill each other. If y'all not familiar with them, perfect, because you will be familiar with them. This battle is going to be fire, like off rip, like because Mellow fire and Scripture fire, and they got more time to tap into they material. I feel like let it happen. Okay, we got Fella versus D Bugs. This is Fight Back Arena on Fight Back Arena Crime. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be a heavyweight battle that's slept on, to be honest. Fella versus D Bugs. They both got something to prove, especially where they're battling on Fight Back Arena. D Bugs feel like he's undefeated here. Fella feel like he's undefeated here. So they're both going to defend that that accolade right now in this battle. All right, boom, that's that. Sheffy versus Champ. That's going down. If y'all familiar with Sheffy, y'all know he's always hungry. He always pulls up. He's always hungry, right? Then we got Champ, who's traveling from Ohio to join us for this event. So salute to him. Um, he will be making his debut on the Fight Back Arena, and that alone means a lot to a lot of these artists. Like, they asked to be here and they get the opportunity to be here, and they take advantage of it. They take advantage of it. Okay, like salute to Sheffy for defending home and Champ for pulling up and saying, "Yo, excuse me, I'm not going like that." You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not going. I'm not coming here for no reason. All right, boom. HB Coop versus Preem Cash. HB Coop, salute to my boy. He's been rocking with the Fight Back Arena. We developing him, and he's developing nicely. It's a lot of eyes on him. It's a lot of people who see his potential. Preem Cash, he battled on the last card. They both battled on the last exhibition card, right? And they both feel like they have something to prove. They both are not satisfied with their last battle. And it's this thing in battle rap where, like, if you kind of lose your last battle, you come back more hungry or more dangerous for the next one. So both of those fellas experienced that at their last exhibition battle. The channel is, I mean, the battles are up on the channel. You could go check that out. HB Coop versus Scripture and D Bugs versus Preem Cash. But now they coming together to collide. And that's going to be a 3-round battle as well. Fire content right there. You feel me? And then last but not least, we got Aso Fuentes versus Bugsy effing Bogard. No, you have never heard of them. Both of those gentlemen will be having their weigh-in battle. Fight Back Arena hosts a weigh-in where it's your first battle on camera. We just making sure we have the door open for tomorrow's stars. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never know who's gonna be to a star tomorrow. So you gotta kind of open up these opportunities. You know what I'm saying? You kind of gotta give people a chance to show what they, you know what I'm saying? Like, none of us would be battle rappers if one person didn't say, all right, here's an opportunity. So you got to make sure to open those opportunities. In the Fight Back Arena, we do that by the weigh-in series. If you've never battled on camera before, somebody else believes in you, you feel like you got what it takes. Let's create that opportunity for you and see what it takes. and see a potential, and then we build from there. If you are somebody that wants to do a weigh-in battle, definitely contact me on any social medias, Mo Mula on everything. That's Mo space Mula. You can find me same name on everything. You know what I'm saying? If you thought about battle rapping, but you don't know where to start, which I've had a close friend of 10 plus years, hit me and tell me the same thing. Like, yo, I seen you been doing it for so long. I just don't know where to start. So I'm gonna ask you. And now he's Gucci. You know what I'm saying? If you're familiar with Kid Noah, he's straight. Everybody loves him. He's definitely a known dope battle rapper. So if you never battled before, and you don't know where to start and would like to see if somebody will give you an opportunity, reach out to me. Everybody deserves a chance, you know what I'm saying? And what you do with that chance will let us know if you belong here. But with that being said, yeah, come get you a weigh-in battle. It's a weigh-in battle on this card. October 19th. The tickets are available. If you want to cop a ticket early, just DM me. I'll make sure that is squared away. Other than that, I really appreciate if everybody in the tri-state area, anybody that can make it, pull up, man. We got people travel. We got people coming from Ohio, Virginia, Chicago, Jersey, all types of places. You know what I'm saying? So you can make it. If you've never been to a battle rap event or one of my battle rap events, I really think this is gonna be one that you will enjoy. So definitely pull up, pop out. Again, I'm gonna share the flyer in the comments so that you could get a better look at it. Any information you need is going down at 229 Empire Boulevard in Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? Pull up, pop out, support. And like I said, as long as the building is packed and we reach our subscriber goal, I will gladly stream this event live on YouTube for y'all, because I feel like the newer people need to get exposed to the channel, and get that proper feedback. You know what I'm saying? So again, if you're watching this, make sure you hit the subscribe button. We trying to get to a certain number. I'm not gonna tell you the number, because then once we get to the number, y'all gonna stop subscribing. However, hit the subscribe button. Don't watch and not subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe to the channel so we could keep doing fire events. I'm gonna definitely tap in with y'all a lot more on the YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? This is a test stream, a promo, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to tap in with y'all, let y'all know what's going on, just in case y'all not on the other social media platforms. October 19th, we in Brooklyn, New York. I'm gonna have the flyer out for you to have the whole, you know what I'm saying? All the information. But other than that, man, I'm about to get ready to go to work, get some coffee, you know what I'm saying? Good tapping in with y'all. I see what's going on. I got a gist of what's, you know what I'm saying, of what's going on. Everybody stay blessed, man. Have a productive day. It's your boy Mo Mula, and I'm out of here. Now, somebody help me end this, John.